Well, good day. I'm up here at the parking lot to my amethyst mine here in Colorado, right on the border of Colorado and Utah. And I got to go drop some stuff off today, but I thought I'd bring the ICT up and actually put it through the paces of what I bought these e-bikes for, which is to get up. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a four-wheel drive Jeep trail right here that is not maintained. It's going to be pretty gnarly and nasty. I may have to walk the bike up. I don't think I've gone up anything that steep. If I have, it wasn't that long. So we're going to find out what the ICT does. We're going to take it back a little further back into the backcountry too. Luckily, it's not very technical back there, and it's old two-track that was made back in the 1890s. It used to be a wagon road, believe it or not, to get the ore out from back there, the gold and silver ore from out of there. So we're going to kind of go back into that old mining district and see what we can find, and it should be a fun day. So I'm kind of combining, two of my interests, which are, obviously my amethyst mine and riding e-bikes. So I'm going to cut video in and out and probably edit this thing down to nothing to show where I didn't wipe out and stupid mistakes I made. But there's going to be some rocky sections, and we're going to see what happens. So I'll go ahead and fire this bad boy up, and we're going to keep it in the lowest speed because we're not after speed, we're after torque today. So probably have to put my feet down to go up this thing. So, but let's just kind of see if we can come up with a line that we're going to go up. And yeah, you can see it's kind of intimidating. It's about this angle, and then it turns and it goes up that way, and there's a lot of rocks. So we're going to see what happens. Probably, like I said, I think I'll just keep my feet down until I get the feel of how this does on the steep, and yeah. So woo. Okay, spun out there, but we got halfway up. So I think we torqued out, to be honest, or we hit a soft spot or a boulder. So let me see if I can get a grip again and keep going up this thing, because it wants to spin, especially on these rocks. Woo! Wow. Okay, it made it up. Again, trying to. Woo! Gets hung up in between some boulders once in a while, but not bad. I think once I get out of the rocks, it's going to be a little fun. So, we're about 2/3 the way. I can see where we get out of the rocks. Whew. Gonna be scary. See if I can find a line through this thing. So, okay, let's see if we can get over this way a little more. And if we can get on these rocks. Just trying not to do a wheelie over backwards here. Okay. Woo-hoo. Okay. Oh, bottoming out. Okay. Whew. That was the worst of it. At least to the mine. Back to the mining district, there's going to be another little bad section like that. But it's much shorter, luckily. And catch my breath here. Yeah, bottomed out a few times. I think I hit the chassis once on a rock. But we'll look when we get home and see if we got a rocked it. But it's so solid down there on the underside. We'll see. All right. Woo-hoo. Right into that bump. Okay. A little easier up here. I mean, it's still rough, but not nearly like it was down there. Woo! Almost bounced me right at the back there. Hit the throttle at just the right time when it bounced me, and about bounced me on my butt right off the back of this bike. So, woo! Oh. Yeah, we went up the wrong side of that. Oh my God, this thing handles like a dream. I mean, once we get out of the technical stuff, you know, in the rocky section and all that. Oh my goodness. This thing handles like a freaking dream. We're going to be coming up on another rocky section here in a minute, but okay, getting a little technical here, so let's see what happens. Yeah, not bad. Pick a line. Stay away from the edge. Woo! Stay away from the edge. Okay. This is another really, really bad section, and I'll see what I can do. But I'm gonna be honest. I think I'm just gonna kind of keep my feet down, you know, and yeah, it's gonna be brutal. I've seen this stuff cut truck tires before, so we'll find out what it does to these tires. But I almost wish I had a lower. Oh, I guess I have walk mode if I need it. Wow, yeah, it's just flipping rocks behind me. And wanting to lift the front end, damn it. Oh, there we go, we got caught. Yeah, we got caught. So too much torque. I almost wish we could turn the torque down here. So I think what I'm going to do is this last little part I'm going to do walk, because I'm just going to tear tires up and probably cut them. So, and we just hold down the minus. Okay, maybe we can't walk when we're... Okay, there we go. Okay, so the bike is kind of carrying its own weight for the most part right now. I'm just kind of steering it. And somewhere you can turn up the speed. You used to be able to turn this up. I think if I get it over to this side, I might have a line out here. Yeah, I didn't even want to try this. And I'll be honest, it's going to want to spin out. But we'll try it. Boy, it's so steep and so slippery that woo-hoo-hoo. Well, you can see that front tire just float. I tried to miss that one. All right. Top of the hill. Should be a lot easier from here for a bit, other than how soft the soil is going to be after the winter soil heaval. You know, the soil freezes and expands and contracts over the winter several times, and it makes it super soft. Oh yeah, this is the only way to travel up here. Except we can get in the rocks. Woo. Yeah, this covers some serious ground real fast. Yes. I just got phone signal back in here. It was probably me walking around the mine is what it probably was. And my phone's in my backpack, so we're not going to fuck with it. So. Alright. Up some technical here. A little bit of slick rock. So weird to hear the back tire packing down the dirt behind me. Sounds like somebody walking. So I went ahead and decided to video this. It's really soft. It doesn't look real technical, so other than having to surf the dirt, surf the soft stuff, but that's only on the cambers. So, but a lot of animal tracks, a lot of animal scat. I passed some bear scat a little while ago. Some coyote, some mountain lion, seeing lots of deer and elk tracks, even a bighorn sheep track even. So we'll see what we can spook up out here on the road. Woo! Okay. Well, that front wheel wants to float up whenever the torque kicks in and it grabs onto something. And we're just, woohoo, surface, see? Too soft. Let's get down the bottom of that. Ho, ho, ho. Ow, bottomed out. I think we're somewhere around that old Native American village. If we didn't pass it already. Whoa! Boy, something went whack on the swing arm there for a second. Oh, tree sap. Thought there was something wrong. Yeah, that village is somewhere. So the reason you know where it is, there's a whole bunch of yucca that have been purposely like planted. They're just everywhere. And if you look, they're like nowhere in here. And you go over there and they're just everywhere. So, okay. Just way too much torque sometimes. There used to be a mine in here too, somewhere. Maybe it's up a little further. God, it's soft. This will be a lot of fun packed down, but squirrely as heck when it's soft. Yeah, mine's somewhere right in here. On my right, I believe. Ah, bottomed out again. Ah! I saw something which distracted me, so I think that's a road back there. Big old quartz deposit there. Whoa. Yeah, even the trucker's having trouble there. Sideways. Slideways. Hit that once in a while, scare the animals. So the animals don't scare me. Woo! I'm not even sure where I am. I know there's a mining district in here. I haven't seen any signs of mining yet, but in this old wagon road, 1890s or whatever. Okay, that looks like there's been people here. So, okay, so I'm starting to see sign of cut trees. So there's some stumps that have been cut with a saw or axe. Aren't natural falls. There's definitely some mineralized. Oh, well, there's a mine right there. Yep, there's a mine right there. Okay, I knew there was one, like right here. And sure as heck, it's right there. As soon as I got into the mineralized zone, it was right there. And this is just an old prospect hole. Not even for fluorite. They were chasing gold. Gold and silver, maybe lead too. So when you start looking at the metallic sheen to the rocks. But yeah, I saw when I got into this mineralized zone. See, there's some very iron included quartz there. Good sign for stuff like that. And then you can see the breccia, where this is like Swiss cheese rock and it filled in with ore. And, man, that's pretty heavy. So, pretty cool. So we must be getting close to the Red Chief. I think it's around this next fin, but it's hard to say. I think there's another prospect back there, but we'll see when we'll look when we're up above, if we can get up above. Oh, and then you see that little post sticking out of the ground? That means there was another one here. That's a reclamation post. So, yeah, there was probably a couple of mines in right here. Oh, I just heard something move. Big old thump, and then a stick broke. Probably a big deer. Big elk. Big bear. We're out of here. Ooh, those are fresh. Gotta be near another mine. Very mineralized. The quartz is even mineralized. So either that way or that way. Maybe even off that way. Oh, he just got technical. I did just fine on that one. Wow. Until I boofed it up and jinxed myself. Wow, look at all that white quartz up here. Bet them gold miners went crazy over that shit. Especially when they found out there was no gold in it. It made them really crazy. Oh yeah, look at that big old quartz dike cutting through. Cutting into some mineralized dirt. Yeah, no wonder they were chasing this stuff for so many years and didn't find it. I mean, they found a little bit, but you could probably find more today than they did, just because of technology and things like that. But, yeah, all this mineralized dirt up in here. We should be close to a bunch of mines. This looks like something. I still got ways to go back to the Red Chief if I'm plotting this right. Woo! Wow, look at that quartz dike. That's pegalicious, you know that, right? All that pegmatite and mica books and oh my god, that's pegalicious. Look at the graphics on this thing. Big giant smokies and milkies and probably giant garnets in this thing too. That's a formidable obstacle too when you're in a four-wheel drive, I'll bet. But not for the ICT. Okay, that definitely looks like a mine road up that way. But I want to get back, pushed to the back. Wow, big old mineralized chunk right there. Okay, we should be coming around to where the Red Chief should be. And it's funny because I was looking for the Red Chief when I found my mine, but my coordinates were way off. They were off by a good 5 miles here. So, but it's not hard to imagine, and here we are getting really close to it. So you can see the pegmatites running through the granite here. And this is 1.7 billion year old granite that we're floating across the top right now. But yeah, you can see these quartz and peg veins running through this thing. So yeah, I imagine the miners were chasing this stuff. So by my calculation, the Red Chief should be off this way. But then then there's some blue barrel prospects out here too. So I don't know. There used to be a cabin out here. I'm kind of hoping I'll be able to find it, or at least the foundation. I'm seeing a couple little things out in the trees right now that indicate that there may have been more cabins up here back in the 1890s. I do know that all of the wood was scrapped, and I'd love to roll out on the edge of this thing, but there's little baby cacti out here that I really don't want to play with today. So we'll walk out there in a minute. Whoa, I got technical there for a second. Okay, pretty sure the red sheet's this way, but I think this is that split off that goes over to the Blue Merrill mines. So I didn't get a chance to check this out the last time very well. I just lost power. Yep, I have no power. And I'm way the fuck back here. Sure, my battery's probably come loose is what the problem is. Something's come loose. Well, at least I'm videoing this when it happened. I just lost all power on the ITC. Probably hit too much of a bump. Kind of stranded about 5 miles back right now, so I'm hoping I have enough tools to fix this. In the meantime, I'm just going to kind of park it in the shade, and I don't think this is the direction I wanted to go initially, so I'm going to try taking the battery off and on and see if that helps. And if it doesn't, well, then I guess I'm walking this bitch back out. It's a long walk too. So let's try taking the battery out and back in again, because that connection, no, it's not the battery, because we have power. So it's down in the controller somewhere. But yeah, we have no power. So we've either knocked a connection loose on the motor, Well, damn. Okay, boys and girls, I shut it down for a few minutes and kind of walked it about 100 yards and got out to where I need to make a decision which direction I'm going, because I wanted to go that way, but home is that way. So fired it up. It's got power, so maybe I overheated. I was running it really hard up this trail, so it's highly possible. I have all my power. It's like nothing's ever happened. So that's a new one. Okay, and if it thermal shutdown, there was nothing on the display. I was wiped out right there. There was nothing on the display to say that there was something wrong. No error codes, no nothing. So I'm going to go where I was going to go. We'll give the bike a little rest, and then we'll head back down. Oh, wait a minute. Where, that looks like a cabin foundation. That looks like a cabin foundation. Something. Some kind of built, no, something. There was something here. Okay, so the red sheep should have been to my right. It should be down in there, by my recollection. So I didn't see a road down in there, but there may have been one back there where I thought that was a foundation. That may have been something to cross that ditch. Ow! Thank God I had glasses. Okay. So I see a lot of debris. There's an old mine right down in there too. Seen some mining trash. So let's see if we can get down into that other side of the canyon. Woo-hoo! Damn, that's steep. Okay, this looks like a mine site too. This is the cabins. Whew. Not sure if I can get out of that. Wild. I get the feeling there was a lot here. I just got this energy that there was a lot here. But I don't know what. Let's see if I can get back over where the Red Chief is. Oh, I made it back up that. That really looks like there used to be cabins there. Okay. Pretty sure it's a mine there. And see this ditch, this is man-made. This is man-made because it's not down in the bottom, it's up here. This is a man-made ditch up here. So let's just follow that because they were obviously trying to cycle water to something. Okay, I see another mine. Oh, that's the same one I saw earlier. Okay, never mind. That's a man-made ditch because it doesn't flow along the bottom of the canyon. It flows along the side like a canal. The Red Chief should be right here. Okay, so they built that to divert the water from the bottom of the canyon away from the Red Chief. It's got to be right here. I think I'm just being cut off by this huge ravine. Let's go back down to the bottom again. Okay, that's a fucking corner post right there. I don't care who you are, that's a corner post for a foundation of some sort. So let's try going in down at the bottom here. Well, not going in that way. But let's try this over here. I think I saw a spot. Here's the way in. Yep, this is the way in. This has got to be the Red Chief. This has got to be it. Oh, I see a roasting pile. Oh, that's a good sign. Because I'm sure they roasted the ore up here. And I'm seeing roasted ore, and I'm seeing highly mineralized dirt. This has got to be it. Oh, look, and there's a concrete wall. And there's altered sandstone. Okay, let's leave the bike here. Let's see if we can find some shade to leave it in. Okay, we found some shade. So the Red Chief historically was sunk to a depth of 600 feet. I'm not sure exactly where it's located in this, because I'm sure it's been reclaimed and filled in, but it's somewhere out in this thing. So I'm going to explore it a little bit and see if I find it.